This is Champ, my dog, and Nick, and Vicky. We are we are here today to tell you about what we think about in today's life. Now, let's go over here to Vicky and ask her some questions. So, what do you think's the problem with teenagers' lives these days?
What kind of problem?
About how their parents raised them.
Well, there's a good kind and there's a bad kind.
So, what's the good kind?
Good kind is parents where they take care of them, show them discipline. They don't get always what they want, and they work towards their future and getting good grades to graduate, and then their parents show them how it's like in the real life, and that
Let me cut you off here. From your experience from your life, do you think you were missing out?
do I think I was missing out? Yes, I was missing out a lot.
Like what?
I never got the chance to face real life. I was always captivated in the house.
So what's wrong with you today?
I got stuck with no social security, no birth certificate. I got stuck with no money, no job, nothing. I have literally. I know what to do to survive in a way, but then again, it's hard. And it's not as easy as what other kids get because the other kids got cars
How do you think they got their cars?
from their parents because their parents treated them very well and was spoiling them, and they never worked for anything they got. It's more like a handout from the parents, and I didn't get any of that.
It's a very good question, folks, and a very good answer. But true tragedy story. So tell me, tell me about your life growing up.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, I'll say it started from age 6. Not 6. I started doing dishes. At the age of 6, I started doing dishes. Every time there was a dish in the sink, I had to wash it every day. I was always the one that stuck with dishes. And let's see here, age of I think 8, I started vacuuming. I had to vacuum every single room every day until I turned 18. Literally every day vacuuming. And we had a big house, a very big house, and it got tiring every day. We started getting more dogs than usual because our dogs had litters, and I'm the one who had to feed them, take them out, and take care of them, and they all had to get a bath every day. Or not every day, not that. Every month. And we had up to, one point in time, we had up to 21 dogs. And then we started handing them out for free until we finally got only like 7. And I still took care of all 7 until I turned 18 and moved out. When I reached the age about 12, I started help cutting wood. In the hot summers, I'd have to help cut it, throw it in the back of a truck and a trailer, and take it and throw it down in a basement hole that's about this size from the truck. Take it piece by piece, throwing it down. And then after I throw all that wood down, I'd have to go down there and stack it all. I could not take no breaks.
So let me ask something. Did any of your cousins come over and help you, or?
Monica once helped me. Nah, take it back. Monica, she helped me maybe 2 times, and
So what about the guys in your family? What do they most likely do?
Mainly, if there's something very important that needs done and it involves them, they'll do it. But other than that,
The women do all the work.
I can't say necessarily women do all work because I mainly felt like I was the one that was always doing all the work.
So you think your grandparents put in favorites?
Totally. And that was Ashley.
See, that's also what's wrong with parents nowadays. You guys need to quit picking favorites because you make people like her feel like what did she do wrong? She just wants to have a life and grow up and be successful. Carry on.
About the age 13, I started cleaning the house every weekend. And yeah, I might say cleaning a house as like, oh, straightening it up. No, it's on a different level. You had to get. There's a such thing. I hate that they made this such cleaner thing called Fabuloso. It comes in green, purple, blue. That's the main three colors. But my grandma always buys 2 big bottles of it every week because we'd have to clean every single room of the house.
And this you did every morning?
No, every morning. Well, the cleaning the house was every weekend. We had to start on the weekend.
So you clean all day?
Yeah. And they would go around, look at it. They say if it's not done right, we'd have to redo it all over. Plus, on top of cleaning, I'd still have to take out the dogs, make sure the dog food filled up, their dog bowl was filled up, and yeah. But they said if we didn't get it all done that weekend, we're grounded for like 2 months, and plus.
What did they ground? How'd they ground you? What did they make you do?
They ground me by saying I can't go anywhere, do nothing, which I never did really. And sometimes they'd punish me by essays.
What is an essay?
Essays is like instance. I will not leave the dog bowl empty.
How many times would that make you write it?
It depends. 1,000 to 10,000.
What's your most you ever wrote?
I'd say about 30,000.
30,000.
And you can't get up, do nothing. You have to sit at a table in a room that's not near any TVs, nothing.
So how'd you write 30? How long did it take you to write 30,000?
About 5 months.
5 months.
Plus on top of schooling.
So you were grounded for 5 months. So how did you get your schoolwork done if you were doing your essays or like?
Actually, I really tried to avoid schooling and hurry up and get the essays done so I'd be able to get off that table and stop being captivated in a room with nobody, and all day until they went to bed. I couldn't stop writing, and when they went to bed it was at 2 in the morning. And they'd come in, and I was doing essays in the playroom, and they'd come in the playroom, and if they caught us sleeping, they would make us stay up another extra hour. Plus, we had to wake up at 5:30 every morning for school, and they made me stay up late even though I had school.
So when you went to school,
when I went to school, sometimes I'd take a nap, like a little nap, but I would pull out the papers I'd have to write essays on, and I would start writing during classes.
So you do your groundation of what your family did and class?
Yes.
So what did you ever tell anybody in your school about this?
Yes, I have told a couple of people. It was embarrassing, but I did tell a couple of people.
What did they think about it?
They thought it was outrageous, outright stupid, especially since the sentences my grandpa makes up. My sentence can be up to 10 to 20 words long, and writing a whole sentence, it takes a while. repeating and repeating. My hands started forming blisters. They were cramping.
And on top of this, you still had to cut wood all day.
Oh yes, I still had to clean.
So how are you getting schoolwork done growing up? Did you have to drop out?
No, I failed.
You failed.
I failed 2 grades. I failed 2 grades.
So you failed 2 grades because
Mhm.
of your grandpa's essays.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Feels like I'm a horrible child. Like usual. Supposedly I'm told I'm a horrible child, even though I didn't.
So where's your dad in your life?
Jail, prison, one of the two.
So what is his idea of you?
He told me once that he wished he could have done better. He wished he could have changed things, and he knows that we're going through it because that's what he's been through, but not as much, he said. And he was able to do things and be in sports and stuff, actual sports, and they'd pay for him. They never paid for me and my sister's sports ever. But Ashley was one thing I wanted to be in, and I couldn't be in it because Ashley was in it, and they're only paying for Ashley, and it killed me.
I got a question for you. Who did your hair?
You.
Can you show me? Can you show me your hairline? Sorry to interrupt. See that, folks? Let me know. Is that nice or what? This is mine. Actually, the person who did my hair. This is mine. And here's the right side. And I apologize, my hair is not done. Weird. It's actually a homemade, customized. Drop the phone here. We actually customized my hair. We did not go by any barber place. We actually made my hair how we wanted it. Why did I interrupt you? As you can see, people, she's actually starting to cry. This is what's wrong with people's parents' lives these days. So, can you tell me more about your father, if you may? When you were born, what was his expression?
I was a mistake.
You were a mistake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you were a mistake, what was he trying to do?
trying to sell me.
He tried to sell you.
He tried to get rid of me for drugs. And my mom did too. That was my mom's idea the whole time. Was to get rid of me, and then I got adopted by my grandparents, which
And you knew you had to work all your life.
I had no choice. I was screwed when I was born. I was punished because of some
So
activities.
what can you tell? Can you tell me? Can you tell me anything that you would like to do with your life?
Yeah, I would like to be able to become an artist. I would like to get things I've always wanted. I'd like to go to places, Cedar Point, Kalahari, all these things. But right now, I'm stuck because of what has happened to me.
So how are you living now?
I am living a little bit better. I got stuck with. I don't know how to say it. I got immune to OCD. My grandparents put OCD in me.
So what is OCD for people who don't know?
Occasionally cleaning disorder.
So what exactly does that mean?
It means you constantly see something you think is dirty when it's really not. You still clean it every day, daily. You keep repeating it. You keep cleaning. It's just a constant thing. If you don't clean it, it irritates you.
So did you ever find anybody who cares for you?
Yes.
So can you tell me about that person?
That person I'm looking at.
So tell me about that person you're looking at.
The person keeps me away from getting in trouble. Make sure I'm on the right track. Avoid me from doing the wrong. And it's kind of hard because I'm following in the footsteps of my parents because of I think my life's not going to go anywhere, so I'm going to just put myself down.
So, are you gonna get a job and then just save money and get up there?
Yes, I want to, but right now I can't because I need to find a social security
Card.
somewhere.
Your social security card.
Yeah, from somewhere, and my birth.
You gotta go to Social Security. You gotta call them. Before that, you gotta get your birth certificate. You get that from the hospital or City Hall, and then you have to go get your ID, and then you get your Social Security card, then you get a job. So who's taking care of you now?
You
If I'm taking care of you, am I struggling?
we both are.
So what's going on in my life?
You are trying to find a job. You were homeless, but I started being with you when you're homeless. When I wasn't, when it was struggle enough living with my grandparents, it was hard seeing you.
Well, on that story, folks, we'll have to do another video about my life. And again, that's my dog Champ, who mopped over there. Sorry about that. But that is my dog Champ. Everybody is terrorized of him. He's a big boy. And I love him to death. He's a German Shepherd.